Tired of gray cities and dull streets? These places are the complete opposite, bright, bold, and full of life. Here are the 10 most colorful cities in the world, and some of them look almost too good to be real. Let's begin. Just a short boat ride from Venice lies Burano, a small island that looks like it's been dipped in a painter's palette. Every house is painted in a different shade. It's so striking that even on a cloudy day, the island still feels like it's glowing. According to local tradition, the houses were painted in bright colors, so fishermen could spot them from the lagoon when fog covered the waters. But today, those same colors make Burano one of Italy's most photographed places. The beauty isn't just in the buildings. Laundry hanging from balconies, flowers spilling out of windows, and reflections in the canals create a living watercolor. And then there's the lace. Burano is famous for its handmade lace, a tradition passed down for centuries. Walk through its narrow streets, and you'll find women sitting by their doors, crafting lace by hand, just as their ancestors did. There's a timeless feel about Burano. It's small enough to explore in a few hours, but captivating enough to stay all day. Every corner looks like it was designed for a postcard. Next is Malang, a city in East Java that turned an ordinary neighborhood into a living rainbow. It's called Kampung Warna-Warni Jodipan, or the Colorful Village. What used to be a dull, neglected riverside community has been transformed into one of Indonesia's most cheerful destinations. University students originally started the project to brighten up the area and bring in tourism. Locals joined in, painting over 200 houses in vivid blues, greens, purples, and yellows. Murals cover the walls, and even the staircases are painted with creative patterns. The best view comes from the bridge that connects Jodipan with the neighboring village. From there, the rooftops blend into a patchwork of color that feels alive. But beyond the paint, it's the energy that stands out. Kids playing in the streets, families chatting outside their homes, and visitors taking photos at every corner. It's proof that creativity can completely change the spirit of a place. Malang also serves as a gateway to some of Java's most stunning landscapes, including Mount Bromo and the waterfalls around Batu, so you get both adventure and charm in one stop. Cape Town is one of the most visually striking cities in the world, with mountains, beaches, and a blend of cultures that make it truly unique. But nothing stands out quite like the Bokap neighborhood. Perched on the slopes of Signal Hill, Bokap streets are lined with houses painted in every color imaginable. Bright pinks, blues, yellows, and purples create a kaleidoscope effect against the backdrop of Table Mountain. Each color tells a story. When slavery was abolished in the 1800s, the freed residents of this area began painting their homes in joyful colors as a symbol of freedom and identity. Today, it's still a proud symbol of Cape Malay culture, which blends African, Asian, and European influences. The best way to explore Bokap is on foot. Wander through the cobbled streets, hear the call to prayer echo from nearby mosque, and stop at local restaurants serving spicy curries and samosas. Beyond Bokap, Cape Town itself is drenched in natural color. The deep blue of the Atlantic, the green slopes of Table Mountain, and the orange glow of sunsets from Signal Hill make the whole city feel alive. Santorini is proof that simplicity can be stunning. The island doesn't rely on every color in the rainbow. Instead, it masters just two, white and blue. The whitewashed houses with their cobalt domes sit perfectly against the deep Aegean Sea. Every building seems to reflect the sunlight, making the whole island shimmer. It's no wonder Santorini has become one of the world's most recognizable destinations. The colors aren't just random design choices. The white helps reflect the intense Greek heat, while the blue domes symbolize the sky and sea, both sacred elements in Greek culture. Together, they create harmony. The most famous village is Oya, where narrow streets wind through cliffside homes and sunsets turn the white walls gold. As the sun dips below the horizon, the entire sky turns shades of pink, orange, and purple. Beyond the beauty, Santorini has depth. Black sand beaches, dramatic caldera views, and traditional wineries give the island even more color in experience, not just appearance. Few cities in the world can match Guanajuato's explosion of color. This Mexican gem is a maze of steep alleys, staircases, and colonial architecture painted in every tone imaginable. Originally a mining town, Guanajuato grew rich from silver in the 16th century, but today it's rich in spirit. The city's colorful homes seem to spill down the hillsides, wrapping around plazas and narrow streets that twist in every direction. The best view is from the Monumento al Pipila, where the whole city stretches below like a painted canvas. From above, it's breathtaking. But what makes Guanajuato truly special is its culture. The city is full of festivals, live music, and street performers. The Callejón del Beso, or Alley of the Kiss, is one of its most romantic spots, where balconies are so close that two lovers can kiss from opposite sides. Then there's the Festival Internacional Cervantino, one of Latin America's biggest cultural events, filling the streets with color, dance, and theater every year. Guanajuato doesn't just look colorful, it feels colorful in its energy, its people, and its traditions. Welcome to Jaipur, famously known as the Pink City, and it truly lives up to its name. The warm terracotta color covers almost every building in the city's historic center. The story goes back to 1876, when the Prince of Wales visited India. To honor his arrival, the entire city was painted pink, a color symbolizing hospitality. Since then, Jaipur has kept the tradition alive, turning it into its signature look. Walking through the old city feels like stepping inside a royal painting. The intricate facades of palaces, forts, and bazaars shimmer in pink shades that shift with the daylight. The Hawa Mahal, or Palace of Winds, is one of the most photographed landmarks in India, with its honeycomb-like windows and stunning rose-colored design. But Jaipur's colors go beyond architecture. The bustling markets overflow with bright textiles, gemstones, and hand-painted crafts. Turbans, saris, and spices fill the air with vibrancy and scent. Even the sunsets seem to match the city's palette, painting the sky in shades of orange and gold. Jaipur has both elegance and energy. Its beauty comes from how old traditions and modern life mix together, with color bringing it all to life. Few places on Earth feel as magical as Chefchaouen, Morocco's famous blue city. Almost every surface, from doors to stairways, is painted in shades of blue. Tucked away in the Rif Mountains, Chefchaouen was originally built as a fortress in the 15th century. The reason behind its color varies depending on who you ask. Some say the blue represents the sky and heaven, reminding people to live spiritually. Others say it was introduced by Jewish refugees in the 1930s. Whatever the reason, the result is breathtaking. As you wander through the winding streets, every turn feels like walking through a dream. The walls reflect the sunlight differently throughout the day, creating an ever-changing glow that photographers can't resist. Cats laze on the steps. Locals paint new layers on their doors, and the scent of mint tea drifts through the air. The blue walls, mixed with the bright Moroccan fabrics, look amazing. It feels calm, but full of life at the same time. Chefchaouen isn't just colorful, it's peaceful. Copenhagen may not be the first place that comes to mind when thinking about colorful cities, but one visit to Nyhavn changes that immediately. The harbor, lined with tall, narrow houses painted in bright yellows, reds, and blues, is one of Europe's most photogenic spots. Originally built in the 17th century, Nyhavn was once a bustling port, filled with sailors, merchants, and taverns. Over time, the area transformed into one of Copenhagen's most beloved neighborhoods, filled with cozy cafes, boats, and street musicians. On a sunny day, the colors reflect in the canal like a mirror, creating a postcard-perfect scene. Locals sit by the water with ice cream or coffee, while tourists stroll along the cobblestone promenade, taking pictures from every angle. But color in Copenhagen isn't limited to Nyhavn. The Superkilen Park in Nørrebro is another explosion of creativity, blending art and architecture from around the world. It's a celebration of diversity and design, something Denmark does exceptionally well. Copenhagen feels balanced. The colors are bright, the design is clean, and everything just fits together. Lisbon's charm is impossible to ignore. The city rises and falls over 7 hills, covered in sun-washed colors that make every street feel alive. What makes Lisbon special, though, is its azulejos, the beautiful ceramic tiles that cover walls, churches, and even metro stations. These tiles come in intricate patterns of blue, white, and gold, telling stories through design. In neighborhoods like Alfama and Barro Alto, narrow alleys climb between old houses, each one uniquely painted and decorated. At sunset, head to a viewpoint and watch the city glow in the orange light. The pastel colors look even softer, and the whole scene feels romantic and full of life. Even the modern parts of the city keep that same creative energy alive, with murals and street art around every corner. Lisbon's colors feel warm and welcoming, just like the people who live there. And finally, Tokyo, a city that redefines color in its own unique way. Here, color isn't just on the walls or buildings. It's in the lights, the movement, and the atmosphere. When night falls, the streets of Shinjuku and Shibuya burst into a sea of neon. Billboards glow in electric blues, pinks, and purples. But Tokyo also knows how to balance that intensity with softer tones. In spring, cherry blossoms paint the city pink and white, while traditional temples like Sensoji in Asakusa showcase red gates and golden details. The mix of ancient beauty and modern chaos gives Tokyo its incredible depth. Tokyo shows that color doesn't have to be calm to be beautiful. It's pure energy, alive in every direction. And there you have it, the most colorful cities in the world. Each one brings its own kind of magic. They remind us that travel isn't just about the sights. It's about the feeling each place leaves behind. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more adventures around the world.